Hey everyone, Colin Pape, founder of Presearch here, coming to you from snowy Canada, the Great White North. Excited to bring to you the first of our new weekly update series videos. Going to produce these weekly on Fridays and just give you guys an overview of what's gone on with the project this week and some of the things that we're looking ahead to. And this is a great week to start because we've just had a whole ton of developments over the past couple of weeks that I'm excited to talk about. So going to just go ahead and share my screen and we will get started. So yeah, this is our new format. Really pumped about this. As I said, planning to do this every Friday, get you some great insights into what's going on with Presearch. I'll be hosting this one, and I'll probably host a bunch of the first ones, but eventually we're going to be turning these over to other team members as well as community members so that you get the same kind of overview, but from a different voice with a different perspective. I think it'll be really cool to mix things up. Going to try to keep them short, hopefully to around 10 minutes, but we'll see how we go with this first one. And also as we go, we're probably going to be switching recording formats over to a different system right now, just using Zoom to keep things simple. So we will be pushing this out to all of our different channels. So go ahead and catch this on your favorite decentralized video channel and social network, or some of the mainstream ones that we're continuing to publish to. We are going to cover mainly product and project updates, but we might from time to time also cover industry news, host contests, that kind of stuff. So yeah, without further ado, biggest thing that we did in this past week, obviously, is the launch of the new node-powered search engine. This search engine went live last week on Thursday, so it's just over a week old. It is now powered by our Presearch nodes, which is amazing. Thank you and congrats to the dev team for rolling this out. It's got our brand new search interface with top quality results. You can currently search the web, images, as well as news, but we'll over time likely be adding in some additional views as well. And then if you look down the left-hand side of the browser, you can see the icons for all of your alternative search providers as well. So if you want to run a search on a different service, it's just one click away. Super easy, a nice level playing field for all the different search providers within the Presearch ecosystem. So this was really more of a soft launch for us. Really weren't looking to drive massive traffic to the platform yet. We knew that we could get live, but we didn't know for sure how things would scale with significant traffic. And so really, we just announced this on our internal communication channels, largely Medium and Twitter. And then Decrypt, which is the consensus media outlet, they picked it up. And from there, that post got shared more than 1,000 times across a whole bunch of different social media platforms. A lot of excitement around this launch. And from there, we picked up some influencers, including one that had 350,000 in their audience, and that really drove significant traffic to the website, which was awesome. So the early results that we received, traffic kind of before the launch was about 300,000 daily searches. We've gone to over 1 million, so it's been a pretty significant increase. That seems to be holding steady. It kind of like popped really high over the weekend and then settled down a bit, but still massive growth over where we were. And really excited to think about what's going to happen as we start to really push this out there and do this across a whole bunch of different channels. It's exciting. We did bring in hundreds of new token holders. Token value went from about 3 cents to 8 cents, as reported by CoinMarketCap. So that's really exciting. As well, what we're really pumped about is the interest in the node operator Telegram group. We had literally no members last week. And now we're up at more than 600 members. And there's just some really incredible people in the community who are helping others to run nodes and giving us great feedback and helping us troubleshoot. Really appreciate that. So that's been fantastic. There are now more than 300 nodes online in the test net, which has exceeded our expectations. We were hoping for a couple hundred. We're over 300 already. And thanks again to everybody who's participating. It's super cool. And then really what's awesome as well is just the growth in the number of daily active searchers. This is holding steady after the launch, and we're over 100,000 daily active searchers. So that's fantastic. It's still kind of a newer project as far as we aren't totally having everything dialed in yet, and there's always going to be challenges as we're innovating like we are. We did have a couple of pretty significant site outages as we switched over to the Node platform. We had like a massive spike, and that took the site down for a little bit on Saturday. And then we had one as well, I think it was Tuesday or maybe Wednesday, that was really just more kind of an internal thing. Actually, probably could have been avoided. And so since then, we've put some additional fail-safe mechanisms in place, and we've just been optimizing really this layer within the decentralized search ecosystem called the node gateways, and really been optimizing that. And everything is coming up a lot more stable, so that's fantastic. Ran into some issues, and I mean, we still don't have a perfect, by any means, response to these. It's a challenge that's affecting not just us, but really anybody on the Ethereum platform, including a whole bunch of exchanges. There's just been massive demand across the Ethereum platform. And then the price of Ethereum has been spiking as well. And that's created these huge transaction fees. So there's something called gas, which is the fee that you pay in order to have a transaction processed by the network. And those prices have been at records, 15, 25, 30, 35, $45 per transaction. And where that's really impacting things for us is on the reward side of things. People looking to withdraw rewards, 1,000 Presearch tokens that are currently valued at around $80. And looking at sometimes fees of $20, $30, $40. It really just kind of beats the economic model over the head pretty hard. And so we've been trying to find some alternative ways to handle withdrawals. We're a little bit behind, probably about 3 weeks now, kind of doing withdrawals strategically as we can. We did update our system in the fall to better handle these types of surge pricing events. And we put some mechanisms in place that are definitely helping, but still it's really just not cost effective. And there's just no way that the project has within the economic model the ability to process hundreds and thousands of transactions at $20 to $30 to $40 per transaction. It just doesn't make sense. So we've kind of got a bit of a stopgap measure in place. We put out a new manual process yesterday. There is a new email address as well that we would invite anybody who's experiencing a withdrawal delay to contact. It is withdrawals@presearch.io. And we're basically offering to people that, hey, if you want to cover the gas or in some cases a portion of the gas costs, then we can potentially push these withdrawals through sooner. So we're working on that, working on some longer term solutions, and just exploring all the different options right now. But again, it's not just affecting Presearch, it's affecting everybody on the Ethereum platform. So we're going to have to continue to navigate that challenge, and certainly appreciate your patience and support as we do. It's going to be something that I think a lot of projects are going to be contending with. So and then finally, really huge challenge that we ran into out of the blue. My mentor and somebody who's become more involved in the Presearch project with our kind of core team members, a man named Tom Devine from Chugiak, Alaska, somebody that I've been working with super closely, talking to the guy literally every day for an hour plus, helping me work through a bunch of personal stuff and then, stuff with the project. Just an incredible guy, quite a special human. He's an expert climber. He was out with a couple of guys and unfortunately got caught in an avalanche and passed away. Super unfortunate. He did leave behind his wife and his three daughters, a grieving local community, tons of lives that this man impacted. Just a real tragedy, and you may have seen it in the news. It was in New York Times and a whole bunch of places. So yeah, just really unfortunate, and one of those things. We've had some amazing success this week. Tom was so excited, and then to wake up on Thursday to this message about Tom having passed away, it was just heartbreaking. So yeah, we are going to soldier on in his absence, kind of dedicating our efforts to his memory. If you want more information on Tom, I mean, he's again quite a special guy. You can just pre-search Alaska Avalanche to learn about the event. There is a GoFundMe page. If you pre-search GoFundMe Tom Devine, you can make a donation if you really felt compelled. But yeah, it's one of those things, just out of the blue, and what can you do? So cheers to you, Tom. Hope wherever you are is great, and look forward to catching up with you at some point again, man. Gonna move on here. Get you a development update. Really, just looking at kind of what's ahead for the week. Still, really just optimizing performance, adding in additional management capabilities for the nodes, adding additional infrastructure where needed, and just ensuring that we've got 100% uptime, and particularly when we get these traffic spikes, which can happen really easily if the right influencer catches wind of Presearch and just drives a whole bunch of people onto the platform. So that's really the core focus. We do have a team planning session coming up Thursday, Friday. It's an all hands meeting, going to be going over the development roadmap, marketing roadmap, and really just locking in on some dates. So that we can get a revised vision paper out to you that has the latest version of the roadmap. So excited to do that. I think that's gonna go really well. And just a little bit of a sneak peek here, short-term roadmap just around nodes. There's been a lot of questions. Everybody's really excited, and we want that, and we want to be able to communicate, what's happening. We're really still just kind of, juggling some things and trying to figure out, what needs to be prioritized in the shortest term as things pop up. So this is what we've got planned right now. Node Stats API going live this month, rewards going live this month to node operators. Planning to open up the beta to the public. You currently have to fill out a form and get approved to go in. So we're going to be just opening that up, making it easier to participate, getting a node explorer out sometime in March. That's going to enable you to see a little bit better kind of what's happening on the network. And then finally, after we've got everything nice and stable and things are working really well, node management layers in place, we'll be releasing the nodes live on the mainnet and going from kind of the centralized nodes that we are currently running that is powering the search engine over to a user-powered, decentralized node platform. So really excited about that. We know that's going to be huge. That's really going to be the big event as far as marketing goes and starting to really push this out to the masses. So yeah, just can't wait to get that in place and spread the word. It's going to be really exciting, and I think a huge development for freedom on the internet. So yeah, pumped about that. And then really just on the marketing front, we've got some really great stuff happening kind of between now and then. We've got a couple new team members who've been starting to join us this week, and next week they'll be kind of official. Welcome to Alex and Derek, going to be assisting with marketing planning and execution. Going to be awesome to have some additional bandwidth there. Going to see a lot more consistent marketing and active marketing, which is fantastic. We are launching next week a new referral sign up page. The one that we currently have, if you go on to presearch.org/sign up, you'll see it's all the messaging is still around get paid to search, which is, a part of the model, but increasingly we're shifting the messaging over to really the notion of privacy and user node powered search that enables you to quit big tech. And that's going to be the messaging that you'll see on the site. Also, a couple of little places within the site just to communicate that instead of, again, getting paid to search. As far as getting paid goes, are going to be launching next week, and I think this is going to be a huge development. Credit card payments. It's going to be something that we've been, looking to do for a long time. You'll be able to pay for Presearch tokens through a credit card or through a PayPal account. Powered by PayPal. Next week, it's going to be still kind of a semi-manual process. You're basically going to go into purchase Presearch tokens, and you'll choose still kind of like the fiat payment, and that will enable you to either do a credit card or a wire transfer. And so we'll have some more information on that next week. And then if that works as we anticipate, we're still kind of navigating this weird space where some of these credit card processors like PayPal may still have some hesitation around crypto. We're not totally sure yet. Want to get some more transaction volume through and just make sure that everything's good to go. And then if it is, then we'll do more of an automated integration, which will be fantastic. So excited about that. Also have an AMA that I'll be doing with the Block Talks community on February 10th at 2 p.m. UTC. So looking forward to seeing the Block Talks community then. And really, as we go next week, just starting more active outreach to crypto projects. There's a lot of them that have expressed interest in Presearch, and a lot of them that still don't know about us. And there's a great opportunity. So many of them right now are trying to do marketing, and they can't because Google won't allow it, or Facebook or YouTube, the usual suspects. And so we've got a really great opportunity for them to come in and, stake their name or stake other terms that are related to what they're doing to drive more traffic to their website. So going to be really getting actively focused on that, as well as just more marketing outreach to influencers, people who are already talking about, crypto freedom, quitting big tech, and are looking for different things that they can promote out as solutions to their audiences. And Presearch obviously has a fantastic fit there. So we're going to be targeting more of those people to get them to promote Presearch. And then the last thing, and this is going to be a huge one really for the token economics of the project. It's not going to happen instantly, but we're going to be announcing it next week, is that we are going to look at, reduced rewards. We've been on this 0.25 pre model for a long time, going on, are we 3 years? Yeah, we're over 3 years. November 2017, we launched with 0.25 tokens. So we're starting to implement the first iteration of our tokenomics engine, which is going to basically dynamically adjust the rewards. So it's going to, kind of be based on the price of the token. It's going to be based on traffic. It's going to be based on a number of different inputs that will start to have just dynamic pricing, so that it's not always static 0.25. And that's obviously, super important for the sustainability of the project, and in line with the roadmap that we put out to introduce the tokenomics engine in the fourth quarter of 2020. We're a little bit behind due to some of the other things we had to deal with, like the token swap and earlier withdrawal delays and a couple of other things, but largely on track, and excited to get this first implementation out so that we can start this transition to really more of a value for value model, where not every single thing is just, globally the same across the network, without really taking into account any of the different factors that could affect really the value of the token, and therefore what should be provided as a reward. So looking forward to your feedback. We will have a post out next week, and then we'll announce the date where things are going to officially switch. But we're getting pretty close, and again, this is going to be a great development for the longevity and sustainability of the project. And really, next thing, just wanted to talk about community stats. We've got some great milestones that we've either just hit or are close to hitting. We're now at 1.9 million registered users. We've signed up quite a few users already this year, which is fantastic. So welcome to everybody, and thank you for supporting the project. On Twitter as well, we've got two different accounts. There's Team Presearch and there's Presearch News. Presearch News just cracked through 10,000 subscribers. I think we're actually now over 11,000. We saw some pretty significant growth over the past 5-6 days. I think we've added over 1,000 Twitter followers in the past week, so that's fantastic. And collectively, the accounts are now over 20,000, which is amazing. Also saw some really good growth in the Telegram group. It's been kind of, plateaued for a while. New members come in, some drop off, drop off of Telegram completely. I think with kind of what's happened with a lot of people being deplatformed or feeling unwelcomed on some of the more centralized platforms, they've started switching over to Telegram. And so it's easier to have people join our Telegram community because now they're using it not just for Presearch, which is awesome. So we went from 7,000 pretty consistently, and now we're over 7,800, which is fantastic. I'm pretty sure we added well over 500 members in the past week. So awesome. And again, welcome to everybody on our main Telegram channel. That does not include the node operator group as well. That's just the main one. So seeing a ton of interest in the project, which is fantastic. And thank you all for your interest. Really excited to ramp this up in a huge way, orders of magnitude, and really get Presearch out into the mainstream awareness, and excited for what that means for everybody in the community as well. Of course, YouTube, over 10,000 subscribers now, another nice milestone, and you may be watching this video there. So if you are, thanks for joining us. So that's really about it for this week's update. Again, trying to do these quick, keep them short, get them out, make sure that we stay consistent and get these updates out to you on a regular basis. And I think it's going to be really important as we ramp up marketing and just growth for the project overall, that we stay in close communication, and that we're increasingly sharing more information with the community and just giving you guys more tools to help us spread the word. And that overall just benefits everybody who's participating in the project. So that's it for this week. Look forward to next week's video. Thanks again for watching and for all of your support, all of your purchases of Presearch tokens, helping to spread the word, share this out there. Really grateful to you all, and hope you have an excellent weekend. Thank you so much, and we'll see you.